And we're back.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the stream.
It's time for some weird visions.
When we last left our heroes,
You ever fuck a plant so hard you sees things?
This isn't the first time for Glorpa.
yep.
Or last.
So Glorpa has a background that means that Glorpa occasionally has intriguing visions, and in this case, in your post-coital plant stupor, your little octopus brain goes on a little journey. You see a darkened chamber. You can't make out any features of the room. It's all in shadow, except for the center of the chamber where there is a brazier that is blazing hot with coals. And surrounding this brazier is a group of humanoid figures in black robes. They have cowls that hang quite low over their faces. You can only make out the vague suggestion of chins, and really have no specific guess as to the species of these various individuals. Each of them is holding a knife, a black knife, similar to the one that you saw dropped by the silhouette. And they're chanting in a language you don't understand. Clearly, even though you're not that kind of a spellcaster, you recognize that magic is being enacted. A ritual spell of some sort is being cast. And what you will see is each in turn of two of the individuals in the circle. All of them are chanting, waving back and forth, and moving their knives in a ritual motion. And over time through this ritual, two of them will step forward, one after the other, and place a single black feather into the brazier, which immediately, in the extreme heat, disappears with a flash of light into ash. When the ritual is completed, each of those two individuals steps back from the circle into the shadows and are swallowed entirely by the shadow.
All right.
And as the vision comes to an end, you hear a voice from the shadows behind the ritual circle as someone speaking clearly to someone else that you can't see says, Edric, Master, it is done.
Mm.
All
right.
And the last thing you hear as you sort of drift back to your octopusy senses is a very deep, resonant voice responding and saying, yes, good.
All right. Did I wake up?
Cool.
And one last thing I'll say, I'll give you the impression you get from that response is that that voice is not coming from in the immediate vicinity, but from somewhere else.
Then you wake up in a pool of inky.
Yep. You wake up. You wake up. There's ink stains. There's spores.
Typical
That is a fucked
Tuesday. All right. Well.
Plant still snoozing.
Oh yeah. No,
It's just
I give her a
smoking.
little tap on the whatever I think is the head or every frond with each of these. A little goodbye,
You
love.
stroke the fronds with your tentacles.
Yeah. And I slip away backwards into the nearest fireplace, I guess, or I could go out anyway.
There is in fact a fireplace here with like a screen that you can open that connects to the same chimney that you were in before.
Oh, perfect. I just because I really enjoy the feeling of shimmying up some brick. Just
slurp, 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 slurp.
yeah. Slurp on out. Am I still invisible?
I am going to imagine that the It's not listed on the activities that break invisibility,
But
but I am going to count sexual intercourse as a form of attack.
Jeez.
I think you're doing it wrong, Lane. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
criticize, but
Well, I will if I
There
can
was some
deviate
roleplay.
This plant is into some
dungeon
rough stuff.
biology briefly.
I mean, cephalopods do kind of shoot sperm packets into the flesh
the-
of their.
Somehow I
the
knew
fight-
Jeff would know.
in the
Yeah.
fight-flight reflex, romantic involvement actually falls into fight.
Hmm.
It's that high adrenaline state.
that explains the boss music that
Understand.
plays every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Your physiology reacts the same way to having a crush as it does to being attacked by a bear.
Finish
All I know
him.
That is
All I know
literally
right
true.
now when
It's
That's
true.
fair.
hear
That's
8-bit
why
porn
the
boss
best
music.
first date is always a scary movie.
What was that, Randy?
I just want to hear 8-bit porn boss music thanks to Peter.
Oh god.
I guarantee it's out there.
Be
Oh, it
good. Oh,
has to
yeah.
be.
I'm finding it. That's our stream
Definitely.
break music now.
To Google.
Strange.
Yes, please, Elena. Well, I slurp on out glorpishly, and I guess I just kind of poot out and fall down nearby where the rest of the gang is and
So
demorph.
this took a little bit of time. Copernicus, did you then sneak back out?
Oh.
So I was going to.
What did you want to do?
I was going to kind of try and search the house for the servant because I don't know how far he misty stepped. I can't watch the outside area, which is why
You made a good enough roll on your Arcana to
It's a
recall that.
It's a teleport, right?
Yeah, Misty Step is a limited range though.
Mm.
You know that Misty Step is only about 30 feet. So it's possible that he used additional magic after that, but he should be somewhere within 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean,
if he appeared outside, 30 feet would put him like in an area which would have been watched by Ugna and Tromlin.
Yeah.
So that's
or he's-
possible.
and Ugna's
yeah, so I
looking
think-
for him now that like things were yelled into her brain.
Yeah. And Glorpa's got a good view of the roof, so.
Well,
if he went
now,
up
but
there-
remember,
Yeah.
at
Okay.
the time that you are now searching the house, Glorpa is still in vision stupor.
Yeah, I also don't know that, I guess. So I think
Yeah.
I'm going to I think I'm going to search the house as quietly as I can, and I'll keep continuing to wipe the fish blood off my face to increase my
Yeah, you
visibility.
got that off your face before you even like looked out the doorway and to see
Perfect.
the guard.
I can't believe that plan didn't work. I'm really
Shocking.
stunned.
I did drop a black token on you.
That's
So-
the reason.
Yes.
That's the only reason that didn't work.
Perfect in
Only
every other
possible
aspect.
Would have
reason.
been totally fine otherwise.
Oh, wait, anytime
Um,
I do anything, pretty much what I'm doing is staring at Randy's screen, just watching his reaction.
What counting the veins?
Yeah.
Um, so
I'm
I
playing
would
like the thief character, and I'm watching you guys like, no, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you
Why,
doing this?
why am I the
Oh, no.
responsible one?
No one on that mission should have been on that mission.
No.
Hey, I was doing great until I got knocked out. by the-
Yeah. Okay. 2/3 of that party should not have been there.
Okay, that's
Excuse
fair.
me. Oh wait, I was supposed to be there. I get it.
You
The
yeah.
only one who failed any kind of roll was Fetid. Everyone else succeeded at their tasks. Fuck a plant? Check.
And what was Danielle's task besides getting laid?
I think that was Danielle's
Yeah.
Just
task.
here for the ride.
Glorpa
Yeah,
was
that was-
yeah.
that was basically it.
Get
Look,
some
he was
plant.
doling it out. Nobody else was volunteering. So
So
Ah,
Copernicus is going to take
our
some time
third
to search the
section,
place.
We've already
Yeah.
devolved into recrimination.
It's good.
So you don't have access to the master bedroom, which is locked,
Okay.
or the money room, which is locked and has a standing guard over it.
Okay.
You do have access to the study, which is wide open.
Okay.
The door was sitting open. Clearly, the servant had been back and forth between his room and the study. You check the study. Oh, we lost Randy.
He'll be
But
back in a sec.
I'll continue to tell you. While you the study, there's nobody there that you can see.
Okay.
You also have access to downstairs, and you go back downstairs, and there's no sign of anyone down there either. You, just in the interest of time, I'll just speed up. As you sort of doing your check, you will find that the back door, which you thought you had shut and bolted again behind you because it had to be unbolted to let you in, is not bolted.
Okay, so I'm going to run out and rejoin the party outside. I'm not going to
Okay.
drop invisibility yet. I'm going to say, well, I succeeded in getting him out of the house. And I think he's somewhere in the area.
I didn't see him. I've been looking.
Since that took a little bit of time, I'm just going to say Ugna and Tromlin are still trying to sort of keep from attracting too much attention as Ugna attempts to bring Fetid around out of his magical sleep.
Honestly, just let him rest.
I've got him over my shoulder and I'm like burping him.
Oh no, you don't want to do
Bouncy.
that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
Fish
like a whole
guts
fish
down your
skeleton,
back.
Yeah.
Just like a skeleton, like in a Looney Tunes cartoon.
So is
So,
keys somehow.
I'm going to set a
Yep.
scene where you just all get back together. So basically, Fetid, you come out of this like magical dream of sleep,
Oh man.
cradled in the arms, looking up at Bob Ross Ugna's face
Are you God?
as she gently pats your cheek.
Yeah.
Come on, come back to us. At the same time, Ugna and Tromlin will hear Copernicus' disembodied voice as he says, "Well, I got him out of the building." And also at the same time, an octopus comes like splatting down the wall from the roof and land. Basically, like a great Pacific octopus goes blorp into the middle of your little circle. And the
So
group
I
is
think
all
it went
together
really
again.
well.
I agree. Who feels like a manhunt? Anyone? Anyone?
I thought you were going to say who feels like a man, because I do.
I love that my character has the lecherous trait, and yet I have not been trying to fuck anything.
Yeah. Been too busy babysitting the rest of
Yes,
us. idiots.
correct. I've been keeping an eye out for him, but I didn't see anybody. But I can't see you either, so maybe I just can't see.
I think it would be
No,
good
no,
if
you
we
can
conducted
see.
a quick
You're
split
fine.
up and search and just hoot like an owl if you see something. Keep in
Ooh.
mind he may have some access to magic, so he's a slippery fish or slippery bucket
did.
of chum, if you will.
You did knock me out, yes.
Fetid,
Ugna,
you're
come with me.
good at finding
Let's
people,
take
right?
a look.
I'll like set you back down on the ground and be like, Fetid, you're really good at tracking people, right?
I am.
Okay,
It is
maybe we
kind
can
of
find
a
him.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. All right. Yeah, I want to see if he's left any traces. Since it seems likely that he went out through the back door, I think we can start looking there.
Following
I'll just
directly
take it.
behind Fetid because he smells great.
Mhm.
Are you staying an octopus for now, or are you
I
gonna
was trying
switch
to
it up?
decide that. I can just switch into whatever animal anytime, can't I? Is that it?
You have 4 wild shapes per day,
It's like
and you've
I
used
haven't done enough
one
today.
since the last long rest you've had. So you've got 3
Yeah.
left.
You could
So you
also
could turn into a different animal, or you could stay yourself for now. And
You can like ride on Ugna's shoulder.
yeah, you could
Oh.
just
You can be Bob
crawl
Ross
up
with an
and just be
octopus.
an octopus stuck to the back of the armor.
The powers
Yeah, I
of
do like
Oracle,
being
human, octopus, lizard.
Turn into a bloodhound, maybe.
I was almost thinking an owl just so that because I like the idea of hooting like an owl if you find anything. But
That's true. I mean,
I think a bloodhound hooting like an owl is way funnier. I'm
Ooh.
bloodhounding it up.
Ooh.
Like a really doofy looking bloodhound that's kind of greenish in hue.
All right.
All right.
It's a little slimy.
Like, I'm not sure that you're like super familiar with domestic dog breeds, so it's probably like halfway
Yeah, it's
between a
very
bloodhound
wrong.
and a coyote.
It's like a
Yep.
7th grader just tried really hard to draw a
Mhm.
Like a wolf with a big nose.
coyote, kind of.
Huge
Yeah.
legs and
is that a dog cat?
yeah.
Why does it have 3 tails?
Oh, man. That's the dream. All right.
Just a quick side here then. Alina, is that did you empty that cup for the bit counter?
I didn't. I think the bit counter ate a bunch of the bits because there's less now. I don't know how
Well,
that
because
works.
we hadn't set an actual number, but it was so full. I just want to definitely say we've hit that threshold. So, go ahead and give everyone another
Oh,
inspiration.
hey.
Yeah.
Glorpa,
Yay.
you already at full. You already have 3,
Uh-huh.
so you're just gonna stay at 3. But I'll remind everyone this is incentive to spend them, because if you you max out, they just sit there.
Forget
So
about that. Yeah.
so everybody else is
We
gonna
all
gain
get an
1.
inspiration.
Mhm.
And should we? And I don't know if you can reset the counter to start another count,
Good question.
um,
I can
or we
move
can
it.
just leave it for now and say we only want that to happen once for the game, for
Yeah.
at least for today, and we can figure it out next time.
Oh, the mug is floating.
It's possessed.
Uh,
I was
It's
trying to
part of
see if it
Uncle
had like
Freddy's
a
trinket show.
an option on it, but it doesn't. It just sits there.
okay. Yeah, we might find a better bit counter for next time.
Yeah.
But it's all good. So you head around to the back of the building, assuming, as Copernicus tells you all, that the back door was unbolted, and attempt to pick up the trail. So the way this is going to work is I will have both Glorpa and Fetid roll survival.
Nice.
1.
Glorpa
26.
has
Use that
Glorpa
inspiration.
has advantage on this roll because of the
Oh.
form of the
Oh.
bloodhound attempting to take the
nice.
descent.
Advantage, does that mean I just roll a second time or?
Roll a second time and
Wow.
take the better roll.
Awesome. 5.
So your dice roll was a 5 on the second one?
5. And survival.
So
Oh,
you,
okay. 13. I'm sorry. I have a pretty high survival.
yeah, plus 8.
That's better.
And what do you got there, Fetid?
26.
Okay. So Glorpa is having trouble getting a scent.
There's too many
I'm
cents.
all about
Oh.
I just look like a bloodhound.
Yeah.
Scents are like my whole thing.
Whereas,
Not
yeah,
good
Fetid is
scents.
also having trouble getting a scent. There's something going on here
Hmm.
that may be
Ooh,
Passive
magic.
partly
traits.
covering things up. But you do find footprints,
Cool.
and you quickly determine that these are fresh footprints that are running, like a full-out run.
Hmm.
All right. I guess
I'm
we
just gonna
better
keep
move
following
fast
the sniffing kobold.
Yep.
then. Yep.
Like
Well,
the
since I'm a
weirdest hunting
kobold, I
party.
sniff with my tongue, so I'm running down the
Yes.
sidewalk with my tongue on the floor.
I would worry about you getting diseases that way, but I feel like you're more likely to give them. So
Yeah, like my immune system is honestly pretty impressive at this point. Like
So the
between iron stomach and
the unfortunate reality of tracking, of course, is that you can't do it rapidly.
Yeah.
So you're not like dashing off in a hurry after this, but you're following the trail. So I guess my next question is that what you want to do for a while here? Do you want to just track the servant, or do you have other things that you want to do?
that is a good question.
Yeah. Maybe let's follow up on this one. Like, keep
Because
at
this
it.
will take you a while to follow the trail. I mean, obviously it'll be easier to follow while it's fresh.
do I have my first spell slot back yet, or how long will that take? Because I cast invisibility outside. We took some time going in, then we talked to him, and then I cast a second invisibility. Or no, I didn't cast
You
invisibility.
didn't cast the second invisibility.
Oh,
You still
okay,
have
well-
one. You have one spell slot according to my count.
Okay, Grandpa gonna fly. I'm gonna try and get an aerial view, watching Fetid's position and the direction that Fetid's going, and see if I can guess the trajectory that he'd be running and get a glimpse.
Hey, this is interesting. So as you're all sort of like moving along, following Fetid and the Bloodhound,
And
or like
book out so that I can send messages to people like it's remote control, and I'm telling them like, go right, go left.
so Fetid basically has like a string that he's tied to Glorpa, so you can do the bloodhound thing
Mm-hmm.
and go off following the track and trail left behind by this guy. And Ugna and Tromlin and Copernicus are coming along behind. So Copernicus sort of starts to fall a little behind, lag a little behind, and then he
Yep.
catches up. But it becomes quickly apparent to both Tromlin and Ugna that his feet are no longer touching the ground.
I'm invisible still. I'm invisible.
Oh, you're
and
invisible.
cool.
flying.
Yeah,
Never
we don't see
mind.
him.
Just yeah.
Never mind. I
I'm
forgot
just
about
gonna
that.
go. Yeah, I'm just gonna rocket right up into the sky and see if I can get a
You're just
get a good
full
view.
on warlocking hard.
Yeah.
We need a counter for how many minutes per session Peter spends invisible. Because I think
Invisible
it's like-
grandpa.
it's usually, I want to say, 70 to
Oh,
80%.
I don't think you can do this. No, you can't cast fly without breaking your invisibility because they're
Ah.
both concentration spells.
Can I
You have to break concentration to cast that spell.
what kind of deal can I cut with black tokens and or hero
Oh,
things
God.
and special whatnots to make that happen?
Well, let me just double check that I'm right. Yes, they are both concentration. I would absolutely let you have a black token back again in order to cast a second concentration spell, basically giving you the equivalent of a talent that allows you to have two concentrations at once temporarily.
You have a deal, sir.
Oh.
Excellent.
Black token.
Go ahead and put that black token back in there.
Flying invisible grandpa, taking to the sky.
For some reason, I'm
Okay,
picturing
there
you
is a
swimming.
flying
You're just like
invisible
swimming
grandpa.
through the air.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds
Alright.
like heaven.
Flying none, but weird somehow.
So I'll get a perception roll then from Copernicus to see if, based on the trajectory of Fedid and Glorpa tracking, you can figure out where he's gone to, and or at least like look in that area and try and spot him.
That's a 15 with bonus in.
I'm going to roll a competing roll. That is insufficient. So you do not manage to spot him. You can see where the direction is going from this higher vantage point. You can see that he was moving towards the west gate.
Okay.
Okay, so not the gate you guys came to when you came out of the ring road, but the other end of the road leaving town that goes towards the northwest and heads out into the hills.
Hmm. It's also the direction of Ravenfall, I think.
It is.
Well, he's probably not running
And
all the way there. Okay.
it would also be the closest and quickest way out of town.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least he's not talking to the guards. I may have put the fear of guards in him.
Yeah, he didn't go in the. It would have been very much faster to go toward if you wanted to go to the
Damn
keep,
it.
and he did not.
All right.
So meanwhile, while you're ascertaining that and flown away, the rest of you, you continue heading this way, and it leads towards this gate. The gate is wide open right now. There's no like this is not like it's not like Mud Hollow with like actual guarded city walls. It's just open for traffic. And you follow the trail out the gate and up the road a ways, but very quickly the road kind of goes over an earthworks that has been built up to cross the ravine. Remember, there's a ravine all along the north side of the hill.
Mhm.
And there's an earthworks where rocks and dirt have been thrown in to allow the road to pass over the shallowest part of the ravine. And beyond that, beyond the ravine, there are more sort of trees and shrubs and bushes going off towards the north in between the hills. And that is where the trail leaves the road and disappears off into the brush. So you can continue to follow this trail, but it's no longer like on a road. It's like, and in fact, this probably isn't going to slow Fetid down at all, or Glorpa. You're just going to like plunge into the
Keep going, yeah.
underbrush.
Question is, do
But,
we want to?
Yeah.
And Ugna and Tromlin are kind of brought up here going, okay, are we
mean, I
about to
could
go bush pushing?
Clear a path. Might need to.
I'm sure Ugna is ready to pull the sword out and start macheteing through the brush.
Yep.
I think it might be time to cut our losses vis-a-vis this poor terrified motherfucker.
This will come and bite us in the ass later. Can't
Yeah,
wait for it.
It's good. It's
Yeah, I mean,
good.
While we're here, isn't this where the Quaggles live? North Ravine? Or am I?
The North Ravine is where the Quaggles live.
I don't know. Do we have any
We
business
should
we'd
go
like to
talk
do
to
with
them.
them?
Did we lose
yeah,
that guy?
since we're over here.
Is he
Yeah.
gone?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
we could go into the woods and hunt for him, but I think it is rapidly falling down our list of priorities.
Wow, he's really good at hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Or hating us.
We messed up pretty bad.
Oh,
Did
I thought
not-
it went
did
well.
not go well.
At this particular point, the trail is probably about a half an hour ahead of you. Between the time it took for Copernicus to search the house and figure out he was running and then come around and the rest of you all to gather up, and then the time lost from him running full tilt while you were tracking him. So he's probably about a half an hour ahead of you.
Do you have friends in the woods?
I'm more the Quaggle side of things, but Glorpa, do you have friends in the woods?
I don't have you. All my friends are here.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, assuming you're friends.
It doesn't
Thanks.
help us at all,
Yeah.
but it is
No.
nice.
That's my middle name.
Very
It doesn't
sweet.
help us at all.
My middle name is actively sabotage,
Mm.
for which I would like to apologize. Grandpa will sit in the back and keep a lid on it.
I'm sure it's a
Granddad.
family name.
Yep.
Are you still invisible?
No, I've dropped that.
Oh.
Or I would like to
Okay.
drop that, if I may please.
No.
Granddad, you thought
The
it was
Roll.
black token is now you are permanently invisible.
Before we continue this little conversation, then I'd actually like a roll from Copernicus. This is going to be. I'm just double checking. I don't think you have the flaw I have in mind. I think that was someone else. No, you don't. But you are pretty socially oblivious. So yeah, I'd like you to make me an int save.
13.
Okay, that's not that great. So as you rejoin the group and drop your invisibility to have this conversation, you have not dropped your flight. So you drop your invisibility and Copernicus appears again and says the line here, the apology for all of that. But you do also notice that Copernicus is floating about a foot off the ground
Cool.
and just kind of
Cool.
bobbing there in the air as he says these things.
Oh.
Nothing about him surprises me anymore, so that's fine.
And then Fromlin was about to respond, I believe.
Granddad, you did what you thought was right. Like, no one can. Sometimes the best laid, horrible, horrible plans fall apart.
I will make a greater effort to check in with the group before I improvise.
It is appreciated, and Granddad, I can't cast stone. In my lifetime, I have fucked up way harder than you.
Oh, this sounds like it should be a delightful story. Perhaps when we're not in the middle of a murder investigation. Yeah, I should very much like to hear that story.
Yes. My character, Tromley can't let his granddad feel bad. He
Oh.
doesn't want that.
Look at you two being family.
Family.
I'll like put an arm around each of you and kind of pull you in.
Gold hug.
Yep.
Mhm.
Copernicus still floating off the ground.
I would like to.
Now
I'd like to go in
Tromlin
for a
is
hug.
too.
I'll do that.
Cool.
So I guess one thing I potentially could do would be to befriend a local animal, perhaps something that can fly for long periods of time, and tell it to keep an eye out for this dude. We're out in the
You could
woods, might
indeed.
be able to find an actual hawk and or owl. And
Yeah.
You can
tell it
indeed do
to-
that. With a quick sort of look around, there's certainly plenty of current local birds hanging about. There's a lot of seabirds here because of being right on the ocean shore, but you probably want something less erratic. There are also plenty of smaller birds in the trees, and they're nice and sharp-eyed.
Small
True,
birds.
but can they travel far? Well, if he's only half an hour ahead of us, a bird should be able to cover that easily enough. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to make friends with a bird and tell it to look out for this guy. We know what he looks like. Presumably, he's not still invisible while running through the forest fleeing for his life. So,
You're not sure that he was ever invisible.
hmm,
He
Um,
that's
vamped.
true. There was just that big poof of smoke, and then I passed out, so I didn't actually see anything.
Mm.
But yeah, you cast animal friendship on
Mhm.
the first sort of sturdy,
You there,
sharp-eyed.
woodpecker.
Yeah, you choose a bird with the attributes that you want. Something like
Taxi.
a flicker or a woodpecker or something like that's probably a good
Mhm.
choice. Some sort of insect eater. And you give it a basic description of this guy.
Mhm.
You know, one of
Tell it to go
these,
in that general direction, and
the humans, you probably what you would describe as the big dumb things. Um,
Fair.
I mean, correct.
hmm.
um,
I feel like that would kind of be casting stones from my own glass house, though. I'm
it's
kind of
what
dumb
the
as
animals
fuck.
call them, right?
Yeah.
It's what the
Oh, that's
animals call
fair.
them.
That's fair.
It's their word. And then you basically ask it to come and find you if it spots them,
Hmm.
and that lasts for a day. So
Oh, nice.
you can
Yeah.
keep
So
an
we
eye
can
out
go
there.
do another thing and
Yeah. Let's go
keep
talk
an
to some
eye out.
Quaggles.
And I'll
Yep.
say at this point, just for the stream, it is time for another poll.
Ooh.
So I'm going to ask for the players
I'm gonna
to
turn the
not
chat away.
look at the chat. You can have the stream open, but close the chat, please. And we are going to have another
number
poll.
2.
Again, I'll remind everyone this poll only lasts for 10 minutes, so please get your votes in. Subscribers get double votes. You can put bits into your vote if there's a particular option that you would really like to see happen. Okay. And while that's happening, I'll continue to shout it out as our 10 minutes goes by. I'm just watching for it to start up. I'm just talking to my shadow shadow DM on the side here, who is going to set that up.
For a second, I thought you had all frozen my phone. I was like, God damn it!
Nope, it's all good. Well, I'll carry on while he's setting up. Oh, there it goes. It just started. Excellent. So I will we'll see how that goes, and the results of that will likely happen before the end of the stream.
Excellent.
And in the meantime, so you have cast your spell. You've sent your flicker out to search for this guy and hopefully bring you some information.
That would be nice.
And in the meantime, you're right by the North Ravine, where you know the Quaggles live.
Yeah. Let's go talk to some buddies.
Okay.
Cromlin, I'm going to let you do the talking this time because we just tried that and it didn't go so good.
He's real good at talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's do that. I guess. Although
I
we're
feel
going
like
to
maybe we
Quaggles.
overthought it with the whole breaking in and being invisible and then me putting him in a headlock. And
You did what?
What?
it seemed like a good idea at the time.
I mean, it always does.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, right? And then you're in
Headlocks are just
jail
real
or on
easy.
fire or...
What
I could put you in a headlock right
should
now.
we do?
Like, you don't even have to think about it. They just happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Trellman just kind of does what I'm doing right now.
I'll also point out that you might want to share with your friends some of what happened. So right now, Glorpa is the only one who knows about Glorpa's vision.
That's true.
And Copernicus and Fetid are the only two who know about the poofing disappearance and the cloud of magic that put Fetid to sleep.
Peter, you're muted.
I think I said that I have a fancy new mute button on my thing, and I decided to
Yes.
use it and then forget that I had.
Yep.
I think I mentioned that he has magic, but I didn't say what he did. But I'll say I believe that he used some kind of spell or token or item to teleport downstairs and escape out the back. And he managed to put Fetid into quite the stupor. So
Yeah.
there's certainly more to this servant than meets the eye, and I think it would be very good if we could catch up and speak with him, but perhaps under less intimidating circumstances.
Yeah.
It makes
But
me
I also
wonder
feel like
why
if he were just a normal dude, I don't think his first response would have been to run out of town. I feel like he would have gone to the guards, maybe.
I did tell him the guards were not to be trusted,
That's
so
fair.
that could be on me.
Or, hear me out, he could also be one of the people involved in the murder.
Certainly possible.
Gotta have an inside man. That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
those votes coming, people.
Was there somebody named Edric we were supposed to care about? Is that a name
I feel like I heard that
we're
name.
supposed to care about?
I
I
believe
feel like I did too.
I believe Edric is whom Otto suspected might have been out to get him. His most
The
prominent
dead
enemy.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he was.
Huh. I had a dream. Do you guys want to hear about my dream?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me while I refer to my notes. It's a long dream. I wrote it down immediately.
You do seem like exactly the kind of character that would make notes about their dreams when they wake
and then
up.
tell anybody.
Everybody.
Absolutely. So I had this weird dream that I was in a it's like a cave or something like that. It's really dark, and these guys, I don't know, I couldn't tell what they were, but they were covered in darkness, and I think they had chins. I think that was the only thing I could see is they had chins. So I think that's significant. Obviously, if you want to look into it and read into it a
like
bit.
highly symbolic of something, I'm sure.
Yeah, like large clitorises or something like that. So they were all holding these knives that they're like just black, and they're chanting, and they were doing this really like stupid looking dance. It looked kind of fun though. I was kind of wishing that I was doing it. There's some like black feathers that were thrown into a fire in the middle, and then at the end of it, somebody said, "Edric, master." I can't remember what he said after that, but it was really dark. I don't know. It just sounded like he was talking to this Edric guy, and that sounds familiar to me. I don't know. It probably doesn't mean anything. I think it probably like has to do with what I was doing beforehand, and it was pretty dark shit.
What does that have to do with fucking a plant?
Oh, you
What?
don't know.
I guess I don't.
Do you want to know?
Did you fuck a plant
No.
last night?
It's between me and the fern.
All right.
Do you
Very
Anyway,
different
like this
Zach
often?
Galifianakis show, eh? Between Glorpa and the Fern. Not
Anyway, I'm glad I
X-rated
finally have
version.
people to tell my dreams about, because I usually just say them out loud to nobody. This is
So
awesome.
you get dreams like this often.
All the time. Not like that though. That was dark as shit.
Do the dreams you have do they come true?
Some of them, but you have to take a little bit of an abstract poetic license with it. So who knows?
I believe that we may be increasingly enmeshed in whatever's happening with this Edric and his raven cult.
Ravens! Black feathers. I thought it was like a French tickler thing or something. Nope.
What? French?
It's a word that I made
Karsh
up.
tickler.
Okay.
Thank
See,
you.
now that I know what that is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Goes up the cloaca.
I always forget you have one of those.
2 in the
Oh,
cloaca,
yeah.
1 in the cloaca.
Oh, it's great. Just like one hole for everything. Keep my junk up there when I
Let
don't
us
need it.
find
It's
those
really convenient.
Quaggles.
Amazing.
Let us find those Quaggles.
Someone's
fine
like going
egg.
ahead.
Mhm.
Problem's like, I gotta walk away from this for a minute.
North Ravine, North Ravine, North Ravine, North
North
Ravine,
Ravine.
North Ravine.
No,
Hey,
like
so
the first
you-
time I saw a naked male human, I was like, why is it all just like hanging out there? That seems
Yeah, it
really
seems-
That is
unsafe.
fair. That the safe here. That is fair.
Yeah. Like you
That
can
is
just like
weird.
you can just like bite them right there and they're done for.
Grab 'em, punch them,
Hmm
whatever they're into. Yeah.
I mean, I'm at like perfect biting height most of the time. So.
Trauma turns to fetid. 3 pounds of pressure. Grab. Dead drop. They're out.
Mhm.
Oh, you weigh more
I
than
do-
3 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I weigh like 30. That's a lot. That's like 10.
I could do 10 dead drops.
I could
10 testicle
could-
removal.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could
You could do 2 guys at
disable
once.
an elephant guy.
Oh, yeah. All right, were we going to a ravine? What was going on?
Yes, we're going
Who's
to
just
ravine.
letting this wonderful
We're just-
scene
You know,
progress.
if
I'm
you
like,
were a
can we start
wrestler,
going
your name would be
down?
Cockbiter.
It would be.
So you're already at the North Ravine basically, and you're just walking along. You're now just walking along the base of the wall, and Fetid's just following his nose because you know that wherever the most of the garbage is that gets thrown over the bulwark into the ravine, that's going to be where the Quaggles are settled.
Cockbiter
And
would
sure
be a
enough-
great wrestler name for me too, because then people would come into the arena, you know, all guarding their dicks, expecting me to bite them, and then I would shoot them with an arrow. Be great.
Brilliant.
I could see that. I could make that work. Yeah.
Trauma's
Ugna,
dying
there
to
there are
live
weight
by.
classes.
Yeah, yeah.
There are actual weight classes, you know.
For dicks?
I know a guy if you want to like get involved.
With a dick?
With wrestling.
I mean, I can help
Oh,
with that.
Oh, okay.
I can't help you
This
much
is
with
getting
dick.
more
Sorry.
complicated. I don't know.
Dicks are all Tromlin's area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kind of your go-to guy for genitals.
I've
We
never
always
had
say
a
that.
genital guy before. That'd be nice.
Oh my goodness.
So them Quaggles.
All right.
How about them Quaggles?
Yeah, it's also funny that humans only have the one dick, because like I've got the hemipene situation going on down there, which
Wow.
is, you know, like
Depends on the human.
Mm.
Depends on the human.
oh, okay. Clearly, I have only seen the regular kind. I don't know if that's normal or not.
That's rude.
All
I
humans
learned a lot
are
today.
majestically disgusting in their own individual way.
That's true. That is true.
And there we
I
go. The
can say
poll
that
has
I'm half
ended.
human. This half.
Give a minute before you guys go back because I'm not
Cool.
sure how long it displays the poll results, but
I'm kind of scared to go back to the chat at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
okay. So
10 minutes of dick
Sorry,
talk.
everyone.
I'll let you know when
There's
it's
no way
definitely.
that anyone's
It's
watching
just
this
gonna be-
anymore.
I mean,
It's either going to be a ghost town or full of perverts, and I'm not sure which would be better.
Most perverts all over town.
Ghost perverts.
Well, I mean, so as you're having this wonderful conversation, and drawing closer and closer to the stench of garbage, you're actually getting closer and closer to the keep.
Mm.
Because the North Ravine runs all along the north side of the hill, and this is where the heaped earthwork bulwark is that is sort of a defensive wall, all except for where the keep has actually been built up to the edge of the ravine. And so this is the defense point. If there are raids from the hills in the north, this is where the town guard would try and defend. And you find that, unsurprisingly, at the foot of the keep is the place where the most garbage is thrown into the ravine, because that's where like the entire garrison is. everywhere else, it's just normal townsfolk. And so as you approach that area with the keep looming up at the top of the ravine high above you, not super high above you, it's a shallow ravine, Fetid quickly spots what he's looking for, some tunnel holes going into the ravine wall, clearly leading into the warrens where the burrowers have made their homes. And you'll recall that the Burrower family are the group of Quaggles that you knew of who lived here. Presumably the ones that you've met, Ratty Moly, Ratty Moly and Badger, also live around here. So you can approach these little entrances. They are generally too small for most of you. Right now, Glorpa is Glorpa still in dog form.
Yeah,
So
that's what you might want to call it.
yeah, so Glorpa and Fetid can easily fit. Tromlin and
Then Chound.
Copernicus could crawl, but Ugna is not getting into one of these tunnels.
God.
I think I
mean,
could
we
get a
could just
foot
use the
in there.
traditional. We can do the traditional greeting, which is to stand at the entrance of the hall and scream as loudly as we possibly can until someone comes out to see what the fuck is going on.
Maybe
would
not
rather
in
do
front of
that.
the keep.
And crawl through Quaggle filth.
Yeah, that's probably good. You can get
Mhm.
all sorts of weird infections that way.
Mhm.
So who wants to do the screaming?
Well, you're a Quaggle. They're more probably accustomed to your singing.
Another
Yeah,
common
but-
option is to put something particularly pungent near the entrance and just wait for them to come out.
I mean, any
So
of
much
us.
Fetid there.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go and I'll like sit down by the entrance.
I'll
just
walk
like
the
give it a
smell down the tunnel.
Glorpa, do you
get
have
your
that
cloak.
gust spell?
Oh, I actually do have a spell for that, but we don't need it. Fetid's had a day.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
He's
I
full of
really have
fish.
had a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you were to cast Stinking Cloud down there, it will have a lot more effects than just to be.
Yeah.
It's kind of a beyond just a fetid smell.
Yeah.
And
Yours is an actual
in fact,
chemical
it's
warfare.
pretty fast that the Quaggles start appearing. Honestly, they've been sort of probably keeping an eye on you as you approached their primary home.
Why
And
are they
so,
yelling about dicks?
what are they talking about? And in fact, you recognize the head of Molly, the little rodentkin with the long, narrow face. He's got little glasses and a little collar with sort of a little tie, a little bow tie kind of thing. A little woolen overcoat,
The
quite
glasses
filthy,
are
of
really
course.
impressive. It's hard to keep glasses like functioning when you live in a dump.
Yeah. I mean, they're completely filthy. They're covered in grease.
Well, yeah, that's how you see better. It's like a polarizing filter on sunglasses, but for filth.
And in addition to Molly, a bearded rock gnome pokes his head out. He has sort of a shapeless green bag hat that sort of comes to a rounded central point with a big feather stuck in it, like a big rooster tail feather. He's got a scraggly beard that sticks straight out, and he's got a missing tooth on one side and a big nose. Just for the purposes of the chat, I like to make my gnomes a little smaller than the D&D describes them, just because I prefer the Nordic gnome stories. So this guy's like maybe a little over a foot tall.
See, bearded rock gnome to me sounds like it's definitely like an obscure bird species. Like if
Oh,
someone
yeah.
was like,
I was gonna
I
say,
went
or
Yeah.
like a
hype is like bearded
mushroom,
rock
maybe. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah, I mean,
bearded rock
people treat
gnomes.
most fae that way. I figure in D&D, you're sort of like, oh, the bearded rock gnome.
A timid creature, but its
Mhm.
call is quite distinct.
Bush
Hey, I'm a
tits
bearded
in
rock gnome.
D&D are a very different animal.
I'm totally using that now. Actually, I figure a bush tit is basically like just a pixie, but it's just a boob. With like
It's a
pixie wings
flying
and like
boob.
little sparkles, just a flying boob. It's like,
We know
oh, the
what
bush
Catch
barbs
one
tits.
and
and
it'll grant you a
now,
wish,
right?
but only one kind of wish.
That is exactly what Lars drawing does.
You have to
Yeah.
rub the areola to get it
Oh
to
no.
give you its wish. Give you a wish.
Whoop. Oh,
The
buddy.
dangerous part is that the left tits grant wishes, the right tits are extremely venomous.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to tell them apart when they're traveling
gotta
separately.
One
make sure-
tit
always-
one tit always tells the truth. One tit always lies.
Make sure you suckle the right one.
Oh.
This has gotten really
Anyway.
bad really fast.
Honestly, this is
Surprising
we've
no
just
one.
this session we've just really gotten into what I kind of expected the campaign to be.
Yup.
We
Hello,
said trash.
Mary.
We weren't talking about garbage.
Hello, Mary.
Like, it's gotten really horny, but not in a creepy way.
No,
Some of
just in
it's
a
just an
Weird
awful
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The fern was a little creepy.
I mean, ideally we get both. Ideally we get both. So the rock gnome comes out. Molly just does it like a little wave. It does a little. Oh, hello.
Hi.
And the rock gnome spits what is clearly some chewing tobacco on the ground
Oh, delicious.
and goes, "What can I do you for?" And he's looking directly at Fetid, clearly recognizing a fellow Quaggle, again, possibly by scent.
Greetings, fellow Quaggles. My much better spoken and less smelly friend here, Tromlin, has some questions for you that we were hoping you could help us out with.
I'm just going to sit like this because that's how he's looking at you all, because he's a foot tall.
Oh.
Well, go ahead.
Dad,
Randy not
Oh,
catch that.
me.
need
Oh,
your
yeah.
help.
Oh, sorry. I just thought
Fetid has
Quaggles
just said that
handling
Tromlin's
it.
going to do the talking.
Yeah, I think you should do the talking if possible.
Okay.
I should get paid to deal with us.
I will.
My brain was just lost into like everything we've been doing tonight. It's just
Yep.
like
Mhm.
It's
It's all
just,
been bad.
just that like
You're just sitting there
PTSD
thinking,
dog.
oh God,
just like,
Lar might draw some of this.
God, what have I
Lar might
done?
draw
Yeah.
some of this.
that 1,000-mile stare.
Yep.
What have we done? What
We've
have we
broken
done?
Randy. It's only the 3rd episode.
Thinking about kobold dicks.
Hooray.
You know what? I've drawn cobalt dicks for people,
Yeah,
but
of
I've
course
done
you
that
have,
commission,
I'm
so that is a
sure.
bother.
When you do it for money,
Uh,
it's one thing, but when you do it
they're
for
like-
fun, I draw the line.
It's corkscrewed like a duck's.
Yeah,
It's only some.
there's 2. They go opposite ways.
Depends on the breed of kobold.
Yes.
How many different animals' anatomy have we discussed tonight?
Oh,
'Cause I
God.
would-
Quite a
I'd put the
few.
count at an easy 4.
We need a
count the
separate counter
fern?
for that as well.
Yeah.
I don't kiss and tell, so you didn't hear about
That's
the
true.
firm.
So,
Anyway,
should we ask
yes.
about this Scarfang guy?
Yes, I believe that was that we were going to do. I kneel and say, I was hoping we could get some information from you, on someone by the name of Scarfang.
What's in it for us?
Well, I guess this is where we haggle. What is it you would need the most from us?
Haggle with a quaggle, that's what they say.
Haggling. He is going to quickly sort of like turn and look back in the tunnels. And as you say, what do you need? What do you want to haggle for? Like a whole host of heads pop out of the various holes as like the whole sort of burrower clan and the various rodentkin. There's a particularly manic-looking goblin as well. All sort of poke their heads out and like look at one another, and it all starts buzzing as you hear various cries of like, ask for food. No, we need a new pot. We can get like a big black kettle or boiling up soup. And yeah, they're all shouting out various like it's like boots. I like eating boot leather.
True, boot leather is really good because it picks up the flavor off the street.
I take out my my pot from my pack, my cooking pot. I'll say, I have this.
Oh, I got this. Pull out the music box that you bought me earlier. And hand it over.
You.
Oh,
that's for you. I
might brighten up the burrow.
I have the rest of my food that's probably going to start going bad soon, so I have salted meats, whatever. I pull that out and say, I have this. I can give it to you as it is, or I can make you all
He's a good cook.
Ooh, what? Sorry, I missed the last word. Make you all
a stew.
a stew. Okay, there's a cry, a general hue and cry of stew, 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 stew. Starts
I
from all of
elbow
the
Pernie
various
and I'm like, see,
Quaggles.
this is why I told him to do the talking.
All right.
I agree with very
So
wise.
I will start cooking. You give me information as I cook. Does that sound good?
There's like a cheer, yay,
All
yay.
right.
And the older one, who's clearly sort of like a clan leader, says, "You got a deal." He spits some like tobacco juice in his hand and puts his hand up.
I grab some of my pipe tobacco, chew on it, spit, shake his hand.
Wow.
Excellent.
We're good at
Nice.
this.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right.
making your approaches are so good. I'm not making you roll any charisma checks here. You're acing it. Kneeling down to
I
get them like on a like an eye
you gotta respect
level
them.
and yep,
Very respectful.
good times.
I will go ahead and lay out a clean up like a little fire pit area. I'll lay down sticks. I'll put my pot up. I'll create water into it. I'll cast
Mhm.
create water, and I'll start putting in spices and do like basically a boil, and then I'll let basically the
Yep.
food, that meats and stuff I have left over. So it's gonna be a leftover goulash, but they
So-
probably won't care.
You have
No,
mostly
it's-
because you have the chef trait.
Mhm.
You have a good base for a stew because you have all the like the salted meats and stuff from Iron Ration and that sort of thing.
Mhm.
The thing that you're primarily lacking is vegetable component because you don't really have a lot of that for like the trail rations that you brought. But you do have a druid with you.
I was gonna say, I look at both Glorpa and Fetid, and like, could you all help me find some roots or some vegetables, something
can-
to put in?
I believe I can grow you some vegetables. I think. Hold on. I think I can do that. Yeah? Sweet.
Yep, full on druid craft will allow you, and actually, you even have, if you're willing to drop a spell on it, you have plant growth, the third level
Yeah,
spell.
that's what I was
So
thinking
you could
about.
like, you could pick edible plants and just boom, whatever edible plants in the area there are, run riot. Or if you've got a small amount of something, so for example, Tromlin, if you have like one dried potato left in your stores, cutting it up into the individual eyes and throwing
Okay,
it off
we're
into the ravine
we're in a
could
trash heap though,
instantly
so you
give
could
you a
like
giant.
regrow all of the
Yeah.
like beet tips and carrot tops and potato
Oh,
peels.
yeah.
Avocado
Ooh,
pit.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
We could spoil them.
We could
We
really
could
spoil
yeah,
them.
you could. So
We can get these guys
you don't
fucked
even
up
know
on
what
vegetables.
you don't even know what you've asked for. So you've turned to Glorpa and say, "Can you like find me some root vegetables and stuff like that?" Glorpa
Can I?
turns and looks at the trash heap where you see tons of bits of plants that and good compost underneath it. And if you drop that third level spell slot, you will basically fill, I think it's a 20 by 20 area.
Would you all like a fresh garden? It's very appropriate for my life right now. Cool. That
Mhm.
I've been trying to choose between that and Revivify, and that sounded more interesting anyway. So there we go.
And then I'm going to make 2 gallons of mayonnaise in my alchemy jar.
Good.
Why not?
We're gonna make the biggest coleslaw.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's all plants within 100-foot radius.
Holy shit.
I hope y'all
We
like
have basically
vegetables.
just
You
given
may
them.
actually destroy the dump.
Actually, we
the,
may have just guaranteed they have real food to eat for a very long time.
Yeah.
We actually
Yeah.
may have just.
Quaggles a fish.
So Tromlin
Vegetables.
is expecting like to poof like a handful of potatoes into existence.
Mhm.
And as soon as Glorpa sort of goes, "Yeah, you got it," bam, there is like the most laden garden of vegetables, but also all of like the general scrub in the ravine is like run riot with additional growth.
I
Uh,
would
now
like
this
to
is
have
not-
guys-
I can make plants.
This
Sorry.
this is not permanent. This
Oh,
spell.
okay.
Okay.
Um,
Ah.
it lasts. What's the? Oh, sorry. No, this is permanent. I was misunderstanding the spell. No. So there's a second way to use this spell, which is a like
Ew.
8-hour ritual.
Wow.
Which basically enriches the land permanently.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
But in that case, it actually covers a half-mile radius.
Good lord.
You could really fuck up a local economy with
Oh,
this spell.
God,
if you
yes.
wanted to.
No, this is the whole. This is the thing about Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like if you've got one druid turns like a local minor lumber industry into like an economic giant. Because you literally, it's the druids. People cut down the trees, and then the druids come, hey, boof, and like bring everything back.
Man, I shouldn't be going out and enriching communities. Why am I hanging out with you guys?
You're
Because
too
it's more
busy in a
fun. I get to
swamp.
fuck
Like
plants.
half of, I'm going to say that
Yeah.
like half of the reason why the swamps around Mud Hollow are so like dangerous and impassable has been because Glorpa lives there.
That's right.
I really, really want there to be a
Better
spin-off
now.
series to Trash Heroes about this poor magic CSI guy who's coming to figure out what happened.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
He's
yes.
just following the trail, and there's like magic dump gardens and
Yep.
traces of flying invisible grandpa through the sky. And weird critters.
I've heard of this cryptid that's just like fish blood in the shape of a
Yep.
face.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does feel like a very much like a Reddit creepypasta character, like
Yeah.
Mr.
Yep.
Fishblood.
Mr. Fishblood face.
Got
So I
space.
start making basically a banquet for Quaggles.
Oh hell yeah! You I believe you bought like way too much iron rations,
Yes,
or it was Ugna.
Ugna was assuming everyone eats as much as she does every day, so it was like her daily rations times 5.
Oh, good
So I
lord.
basically make dinner for the Quaggles and us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have like enough dried meat to feed like a family of 4 for a year, and then you just like magicked up an enormous vegetable garden ready to be harvested.
May I quickly? I'm gonna pull Fetid aside and say, just in case our wonderful garden has drawn the attention of the guards,
I
would you
was
want to
thinking something similar.
keep a patrol out or do the fuck thing you do?
Yeah,
just
we
so
should
we know if
definitely.
they come close.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
The fuck thing you do
Everybody
is
loves it
very
when
different for
Grandpa
Glorpa.
says, "Do the fuck thing."
Mm-hmm.
It's a very different
We've all
answer.
got
Like
our
I think
own
Mm-hmm.
fuck things going
I
on.
feel like every individual character here would have a different response to that statement.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do the fuck thing you do.
Yeah.
Glorbo
I
finds
mean,
a garden immediately.
Yeah.
I just made one.
You just
Yeah,
dive
This is
into a
why
hedge.
This is why I learned this spell. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, the Quaggles are basically gonna clear cut this as fast as possible anyway, because they know what happens. Like, it's not like, oh, we magically have this garden now. Now we can grow our own vegetables and sell them to the town and be real people. No, the guards are gonna come in and they're gonna cut everything down and they're gonna take all the plants.
True.
And
Yep.
so on.
Or
It's
or
gonna
if the
be
land
back-
is better, then the rich people
Yeah,
will
then
come
they'll
and
just
say,
move
"This
in.
is ours
Oh,
now. Get out."
man, you're right.
Gentrify! Gentrify!
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
God damn it. I hope they're gonna eat the shit out of those.
And
till
like
they
as I'm
die.
explaining this to you, I'm getting like visibly like angry and worked up
Oh,
because
Hey.
this is like the
God
thing
damn
the
it.
one thing that like I really really hate more than anything else is
And
this
you'll actually
sort
see
of-
the Quaggles, other than the ones that are talking to you, will start like immediately as you're making this stew. They'll just start like, since this is all kind of like at that point of being harvestable, they're just taking it now. Like everything's getting cut
cut
down,
it down, drag it
Yeah,
off,
they should.
hide it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll
all
help
this
out with
food is
that.
being hauled out.
I'll help
All
out
of
with
it,
that.
guys.
Keep
Yeah, I'll
an
help.
eye out.
They can like load
Do
me
I
up
need to
like
do
a
roll to see
mule and
how
I'll carry
I-
for them.
Do I need to do a
Just
roll?
don't ask how they pickle things. You don't want to know.
Let's get a chef roll
Right.
Chef roll.
from Tromlin. So Tromlin, this is going to, in my opinion, primarily be a wisdom proficiency bonus roll with your
Works
chef's
great.
tools.
My natural 20.
Ooh.
Damn.
They're gonna be talking about
These
this 10
Quaggles.
years from now.
Right.
24.
It is the rule of thumb of nat 20s. Actually, it may be that this has been the same for every nat 20 so far that Randy has rolled. It's entirely on a flavor thing or something that just doesn't matter.
It's never anything useful.
This
It's
matters.
never
This
Well,
matters.
This matters
Today's
to
gonna
me.
be
This is the
legendary.
tastiest. Yeah, this is gonna be these Quaggles are all gonna be like, remember the time
God,
that the man, except they won't remember that
No.
it was Tromlin because you're disguised. So they're all gonna be. Oh,
Well,
actually, no,
I
you're
I
you
dropped
dropped your
disguise off
disguise. Yeah.
instantly,
Yep.
but they see my horns.
So they'll remember that magical satyr that made them the most amazing meal of their lives.
Quaggles and other towns are gonna hear about this.
Yep.
I'm gonna
We're
become
doing a
fake
great
instinct
job
to
of laying
crash.
low, guys.
Yes,
Yep.
we're very good at this.
We have
We
become
are.
literal folk heroes.
Yep.
Tromlin has, rather.
Good,
We made
good.
the dump
Strikingly
explode into
attractive.
greenery like in fucking My Neighbor Totoro.
Hey, everybody, lay low.
We're just
strikingly
trash
attractive
Totoros.
Satyr.
Yeah.
Here's a banquet.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
While this is all coming together, the leader of the Quaggles here, whose name I'm just reminding myself of because I wrote it down in my notes, which for this particular adventure are getting quite long.
So many notes
Where are you,
about
Quaggles?
fantasy dicks and
Yep.
poisonous tits and
I feel like at some point we're gonna
Oh,
look
there we
behind
go.
Lane's DM screen and it's all just anatomical drawings of the different species. Like all of their junk just doodled on the
Yep.
inside.
Hey,
Oh, that's
Dungeon
what my-
biologist.
Yeah, you did teach anatomy for a while.
I mean, I still do.
True.
kobold anatomy.
Don't teach kobold anatomy
Yet.
yet. Yes, Pod is the name of the leader. Pod Burrower.
Podcast.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, he will, as you're cooking the stew up and as you're sort of like, some of you are helping with the harvest and so on, but as you're sort of all gathered around this fire, Pod will say, so what is it you want to know?
A lot of things. First off, we need to know how to find.
Sorry, you cut off again there, Randy. Do you know how to find?
How to find him? First off.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Scarfang.
So who is this you're trying to find?
Scarface or Scarfang?
Scarfang.
Scarfang.
Scarface, different guy.
Scarface. You'll find him in Florida, Miami.
Yeah. He's got a little friend. Look out for it.
This little angry gnome comes out. Jabbing.
He'll ask what you. He said maybe. What do you know about this person?
I know that he's the leader of a bandit troop. I know that they're having trouble with another troop that's opposing them. And I know that if peace isn't brought soon, this whole area is going to have a lot of trouble with the King's Guard.
You hear a lot of muttering of echoes away from the out through the crowd from that.
That's good though. It means they won't start singing. You don't want them to start singing.
Let's say
We represent
them fellers.
the Quaggle Guild. The
Yeah,
Quaggle?
It's like a combination of that and like the Ewok noise.
Oh yeah.
And the Oompa Loompas. It's real
Yeah,
bad.
they all start. Yep. Yubbity, yub.
Oh
It's
no.
right.
Oh no.
Yes.
God.
Yikes.
I'm done. I'm
So-
done.
Thanks
Bye.
a lot.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's
Oh,
the
no.
worst thing that's happened so far in this.
Oops. Shit.
God.
No, shit, he really is done.
You really did break Randy.
Sorry.
That's
Go
what
back,
did
go
it.
back, go back.
Actually
Yeah.
broke Randy. No, so he'll be like, oh, them fellers out in the hills. We know
Yeah.
where their camps is.
Oh, do ya? We gotta find them. Talk to them, I guess.
Yeah, the sooner I find them, the sooner I can do my best to prevent this area being overrun by the King's Guards, which makes all of your lives.
Well, we can. So you see, he turns and sort of chitters to some of the other Quaggles. Now he's speaking in a Gnomish tongue, which is a variant of Sylvan. Does anyone speak Sylvan or Elvish?
Look,
Oh, I do. Both.
Nice.
I
Really.
speak Sylvan. I speak
To
Sylvan.
myself.
And I think possibly Copernicus might have one of those. No, he does not. Okay. So the two of you can make out fairly well. Actually, Glorpa probably has the best understanding of this, having a couple of variant languages already. But you basically get the gist that they're asking one another, should we put a group together? What about they give out one of the names. What about where is it here? Yeah, what about Arity? Should Arity go, or should we send a group? And they're basically discussing among themselves. Clearly, they're talking about sending someone to lead you as a guide.
Oh, to Scarfing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I see no
Um,
reason to interject because they're doing their business.
Oh, also, hey,
Turn
Thrumlin,
around.
ask them if they know anything about the whole like fight, because there's that Shaylin person. Like, is she good? Is she trouble? Who knows? Maybe
Oh,
they've
the
heard some
other,
rumors or something.
the other leader.
Yeah.
I will. But I'm going to let them discuss things first.
Yeah.
They quickly come to a consensus of some sort as to who they're gonna. And he'll sort of turn back to you and say, "We can lead you there. We'll send someone with you, but not till after dark."
That's fine. We appreciate it.
Mhm.
Also, can you tell me anything about Shaylin, the leader of the offshoot group?
What's that one look like?
It's a woman, a human woman, I think.
You get the impression that they're not like they don't know the name Scarfang. Like they just know those fellers out in the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a
Um,
human woman.
She's a new leader for a new group of bandits.
It's the bandits who are causing the trouble with the old band.
we don't know, but we could try and find out.
If you can, don't put yourself in any danger for
Mhm.
it, though. It's not. I don't want you.
We
I don't know. You just made
Yeah,
a
we're the
good
ones who put
suit
ourselves
for
in
them.
danger. That's what we're for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
I don't like out of character. Yeah, they're Quaggles, but they're still living creatures.
Yeah.
I don't want them to feel.
Mhm.
we
They're just trying to get by.
guilty.
we go
Yeah,
out to
and
those.
in character, I would not want them to be risking their necks for
Yep.
our dumbasses.
Pod will tell
We can do
you.
that ourselves.
Yep.
Pod will tell you that they actually go out to the camps to gather.
Mm.
Because of course these bandit camps are like a bunch of bandits living in the hills, so they dump their crap wherever, right? Like they're not,
Mm.
they're not particularly,
They don't do a
Yeah.
lot of composting, at least not on purpose.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're not permanent settlements, right? So like they're
Mhm.
pretty good sources of stealing some food and crap.
Mhm.
So the Quaggles routinely go out to the camps to find stuff,
Very well.
as is the Quaggle way to find stuff. So they will say that recently, them fellers in the hills, there's more used to be one big place they all stayed, and then they moved to another big place, and then they moved to another big place. Now there's more of them. There's a couple, and in one of them, there some folks there what came out of the hills, out of the north. That one's different.
How
We
is
could
he
probably
different?
lead you there. Say again?
How is he different?
Well, most of these fellers come up the road or come out of the town, and then they go off into the hills. But these fellers, they came out of far away in the north and then set up in the hills. So it's different.
I look to the rest of the group. Like, isn't that where the Raven cult is from?
Yeah.
North-ish. I mean, the
I
dragon's
believe
north,
they're based
too,
in Ravenfall, or at least Edric is.
which is west of here.
Yeah, which is a
I know
bigger
that-
city.
Yeah.
Like Ravenfall is a bigger city than Mud Hollow.
Mhm.
I look back at Pod. Is it Pod? You said his name is
Pod.
Mhm.
Pod. Our more immediate thing is dealing with the bandits and talking to them and trying to achieve some peace, so all of you are protected in the long run.
Mm.
That's the more important immediate goal.
But
We can lead you out there tonight then.
Great. Well, let me finish
Sounds
this
good.
dinner up for all of you, and so you and your clan can have a nice warm meal tonight with fresh food.
and
Sorry, I was saying tonight. They don't want to go out in the dark
No,
Oh.
after night.
In
And
the
lead
morning.
you out there in the morning. Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
fine.
that's better. It gives us a chance to rest.
Yeah, we can do a long
Yeah,
rest.
I think that's
Since we've all used a lot of spell slots on some very silly things today.
Then I prepare for them a banquet, basically.
Excellent.
And I will actually roast a bunch of the vegetables too. I'll cook as much food as I can for them, since I'm going to be here all night
Excellent.
anyway.
So it's already at this point now starting to it's later in the day. It's not like dark, but you get that angle as the sun is starting to go lower in the sky.
I have the fork is dark thing I'm hoping to do, whenever that fits in the order.
Well, right now, what's happening as the banquet is progressing, basically at the point where you've finished preparing the food and it's being doled out, and most of the harvest has happened, there's a shout from above, from the top of the ravine above you at the keep.
Mm.
And you hear a shout of, "You down there! Who goes?" And the Quaggles start bolting. Like each Quaggle grabs whatever's like available nearby for the food. If they've got they've been served a bowl, they grab that and like whatever else is handy. And they all
Scatter.
scatter.
Is it so? But it's not dark, full dark
No.
yet.
No, it's just barely. It's like sunset starting.
What
Late
like-
late afternoon, early evening.
Press myself up against the wall and try not to be seen.
Is
Mm.
Well, I've
Tromlin-
been insane, so
is
I'm throwing my
Tromlin's
foot
in-
out.
Is Tromlin appearing as Tromlin right now?
Well, I have my foot up. I mean, so
Yeah.
they can't like probably see my full face.
Yeah.
They're also like looking down on you from like a wall 50 feet above.
I'll just yell, "Weary, tired travelers, sir, on the road, just enjoying some kindness from the locals and making a stew." Do I need to roll to prove I'm lying, or?
No, he'll buy it. But he shouts back down. There's a couple of voices you can hear talking up there, and one of them shouts down, "Stay where you are."
Surely. Can I? How many times a day can I do my disguise tattoo?
Once per day.
Ooh.
Oh,
Boo!
So you
I'm
may
fucked.
wish to you may wish to pull out a
I could turn you into something if you let me. Wait, can I still? Anything.
well,
I can invisible
Glorpa
you.
actually
you can-
offers.
I love it. Like these guards come down and realize they've been talking to a cow this whole time.
Is
Cow is making some
polymorph
soup.
permanent, though?
Mhm.
What'd you ask?
Is it polymorph permanent, or they changed that?
I know it's only an
Nuts.
hour.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. Go ahead. In that case, yes. Change me into something else. I mean,
That's right.
The other
You know what?
option,
I want you to shoot.
Randy, your other option, Randy, I will give you is that I would take a black token to let you use your disguise again.
Ooh.
or can I cast suggestion and get the person to think he doesn't need to come down?
It's fine.
Might be worth a shot.
Let me
So
double
not the
check the
Quaggles or-
range. Double checking the range on suggestion. No, it's only a 30-foot range.
I'd rather do polymorph. I'm not like Peter. I don't like black tokens.
Listen, my wife's dead, so now I'm allowed to date disaster.
Oh my god. How many of these do you have written down already?
This is all off the dome.
I'm reading up on
Polymorph-
polymorph.
Is it turning into an animal or is it turning into something else? Like
Oh, it was an animal.
Creature.
A
It
creature.
turns
That's
you into
right.
a creature, so it could literally be.
It's a very broad term.
It could turn you into a
Yeah.
goblin. Could turn you into an orc. Could turn you into a chicken. Could turn you into a
True.
frog. Could turn you
Yeah.
into a
Oh,
pixie.
does Glorpa not get a choice or?
No.
Oh, I
Glorpa
get the choice.
chooses,
Yep.
but those
But I'll give
whatever
you
you
the choice,
want.
Like,
Glorpa, I like Glorpa. Can you make me into a type of human, any type of humanoid besides Satan?
boring, but yeah, absolutely.
Is
They
plant a
have to have a
creature?
reason they're able to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's fair. Can I make
Give
you
him
a...
2 dicks.
I'm gonna make you my twin.
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
You're so
I told you that I really wanted to do a D&D character that was literally just 3 kobolds in a suit of armor pretending to be one guy, right?
That's perfect.
Very
I
good.
never actually got to do it, but
I once played a character that was based on an idea. Someone came up with a D&D race based on the Snotlings from Warhammer 40k. And the idea was it was a swarm of Snotlings,
Oh, right.
and your as you gained levels, you just gained more Snotlings, and when you took damage, it was losing Snotlings, and when you healed, you just got new ones because they're just all over the place like rats. And
All right, you were a what? You
Are
were a
you-
really sexy lady. Just a sexy lady.
bam.
Good.
Okay.
What race am I?
Sexy.
Red.
Are you going with human or are you going with
like Fire Engine Red.
Yep. Just a red
Okay.
human.
I'm a mermaid suddenly just on land cooking.
Nope.
Yep.
You are now
Yeah.
you're now a fire genasi.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go. There we go.
You are a red-skinned fire genasi lady, who is like basically looks like a supermodel that with red skin and black hair that just appeared out of nowhere.
Hot.
I
Glorpa's
approve of
going.
this one. Not gonna
Yep.
lie.
But still wearing Tromlin's same exact clothes and with Tromlin's equipment.
But
And
sexy.
She's eccentric.
Yeah. I will creep out
mean,
and sit by
sexy
the
in a
fire as
different
well.
way.
So that's like 2 Genasi and a Bob Ross.
All right, I pull my hood back and wait for this guy to get his dumbass down.
Sorry, the target's gear melds into the new form. What?
So you're nude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong. The creature is what you can transform, like what the target can be.
Right.
The transformation has to be into a beast.
Wait,
Is the
what?
animal type. Yeah.
So I have to be an
So
animal.
You can't
Yeah.
turn him into a humanoid. You
Make
have
him
to
a
turn him
cow.
into an animal
any
of some
beast
kind.
Talking cow.
who's-
Talking cow.
I like it. Is that considered a
I-
beast?
That's
Do
going to be
you
a lot
want
of
him-
explaining. I don't think we should actually turn him into a talking cow.
Hey,
He
we-
won't be able to
I'm-
talk if you turn him into a cow.
Yeah.
If you wish to turn him into a beast that can speak, you have to choose a beast that can
I'll
speak,
take the black
like
token.
a parrot.
I'll take the black-
Okay.
I could also put on your cloak and pretend to be you while you.
It's
pretend-
No! You will get us killed.
Okay, I think Tromlin has decided on the black token, so I will allow you. So
Tromlin
while
When-
this discussion
when
is
the
happening,
black
Win.
token is the
there's a
safest
discussion
option.
going on
Yeah.
where Glorpa is saying, "Okay, well, I could turn you into a cow," and Fetid is going, "Talking cow, talking cow," and Glorpa is going, "You wouldn't be able to talk," and then Copernicus mentions, "I could just wear your outfit and pretend to be you," and Tromlin just his eyes go wide and he tries really hard, and you manage to get the magic to work again. Because you are that desperate for none of these other plans to happen.
As we present you with worse
I'm
options.
suddenly I'm half sea elf. Fuck it.
I like that you resented us into a whole new magic ability. Like you resented
Yes.
us so hard you gained powers.
Yep.
Magic powers.
All of your powers are just fueled by frustration.
Just had to believe.
That makes
Yeah.
me the most dangerous character in this game.
True.
Especially with us.
Mhm.
So what is the disguise? What are you going for?
I'm well, I mean, middle age is kind of nebulous for an elf. I'm going to be half aquatic elf.
So Sorry, what? I missed the first word because it cut in.
Half aquatic elf.
Half aquatic
Aquatic.
elf. Excellent.
It's
So
off
you
the
look
ocean, why not?
elven with basically elven with a vaguely bluish hue to your look.
That also explains why my character doesn't know I'm not supposed to talk to Quaggles, because they're just land dwellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not from here.
I think I'm gonna hide or like crawl into a tunnel a little ways
Good
because
idea.
I've caused some trouble and I have developed a bit of a profile. A number of the guards were in my platoon briefly, so I should
Mhm.
get out of the way.
So you try to hide
I'll
yourself
ask-
in one of these
I'll
tunnel
ask
entrances.
Glorpa to turn me into a cow for an hour.
Yeah.
I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah, can I do it? I
Yeah.
Yes,
do
you
it.
can.
Nice.
Cow me.
I
I
wanna
don't
be
know
a
how to
cow.
do spells, but I assume this is part of
I
it.
am now an
Polymorph.
exceptionally filthy cow.
Oh God, yes.
Fuck yeah. Glorpa pets you.
Trash
Yep.
cow.
And you have not. That is your only 4th level spell slot, so you're casting that, and that is now done. Yeah, the way you cast spells, because you have a spell focus, you basically just brandish your walking stick at people,
And now I'm
your,
a cow.
your willow branch, and
We're
then
both
they
happy. This is great.
magically become a thing.
Mhm.
Okay, so Fetid turns into a cow.
I have
Copernicus
4
hides
stomachs
in a
now.
hole.
This is wild.
Yeah, you're like,
4
oh, so
stomachs.
many stomachs.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
he's a
just-
cow
you-
now.
You actually just start eating leaves because you're like, I can actually digest
Yeah, it's amazing.
grass.
Usually they just go through me like a pipe cleaner. Now it's sustenance.
A shitty pipe cleaner.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah,
when it's done,
correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally correct. So as all this is going on, there is some noise of movement, and a number of guards have descended the hill a ways down by the end of the bulwark, and a group of guards is coming towards you.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
What? Put that fire out!
Moo.
Yell at one of them.
He
And
said
some of
no in
the-
cow.
One of the other soldiers will like run over and start kicking debris onto the fire and stomping it out.
I
you like
charged
to
that
do?
soldier.
Was the cow going to charge? Okay.
Yep.
I will
would-
grab onto my diseased cow and
I'm a
apologize.
cow. I don't think you can stop me.
Let's
Whoa,
roll initiative.
Whoa, Bessie. Whoa.
I would like initiative here.
I mean, yeah, Ugna could stop me
Yeah.
if she wanted
Oh yeah,
to. But...
I need everyone to
oh,
roll initiative.
That's a 21.
Oh yeah.
I think you've been embraced by a cow.
13 plus my speed. Where is my speed? 13, 5, 18.
Where is my?
Actually, it's lower than that, Jeff, just because you have the initiative stats of a cow right now. But,
Oh yeah, that's fair.
so we'll call it a +1 instead of your
Yeah.
+5.
18.
Okay. So
Six.
21, 18, 6,
15.
15. I have an 8. So first is gonna. So I'm gonna say that this is triggered by the cow beginning to rush.
Yeah.
This guard.
Oh yeah, Ugna does not
Um,
anticipate this at all.
And then, but then Ugna gets to go.
Yeah.
So the
I
cow
will
is
hold my
rushing the guy.
action until Tromlin is like, "Just stop."
Well, Tromlin is next.
No.
I'll say, "Whoa, buttercream, stop!" I basically step between the guard and the cow in an attempt to pet its head and go, "Gonna get us in a lot of trouble."
I throw my arm
Oh.
around the cow's like neck, and just hold on.
I look at the guards. So sorry. He's been a bit sick lately, and he's a protective. He's a watch cow.
Mm-hmm. Lots of angry mooing.
Oh. The guard captain will, like the guard who was putting out the fire will kind of take a step back from this like
Diseased
mad
cow.
cow. And the guard commander will be like, bring these people up to the keep. And
Why?
the soldiers will start to
What do we
prepare to march
do?
you up.
What's wrong?
He will respond to you and say, the wizard wants to question you.
A wizard?
Oh.
I don't know any wizards.
How many guards
So-
are there?
Yes.
There's
Can
like
I cast-
yeah, go ahead.
Can I cast suggestion on like the down low?
I believe it's not particularly like suggestion. I think they know after the fact that you cast it on them, but
Never mind. That'll get some more trouble.
Should have let me charge in.
No, because then they kill my cow, and that's you.
They wouldn't have killed me. I would have.
We would have fought for him.
no,
We
I don't
very
think
much
so. I
would
think
have.
I don't think the you could do it fairly. The big problem is that you've got to use your spell focus. So you basically have to brandish your holy symbol.
Which today is the symbol of Loth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How
A
many?
medallion like a spider web.
How are the guards clustered?
Oh no.
They're
Oh,
in a
no.
formation. They're in like
Oh,
they're in
no.
like two columns, like a little formation.
That's always
A
a
couple
good
guys
thing
at the front have sort of are helping to put the fire out.
for the warlock to ask.
I
You know
don't.
what? I'm gonna let the warlock do it because we're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna write to Glorpa in my book before I do. Entangle in 3, 2,
I
1.
don't think you have any spell slots left.
Oh, wait. Oh, do I run out of spells? Did I waste it on cowing?
No, not you. I'm talking.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Copernicus is asking Glorpa to cast Tangle. I thought you were casting a spell.
No, I was, but I haven't cast anything for a while, so I'm a
Hmm.
warlock, right? I get it back.
Oh, right. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is long enough to be a short rest. So you've got your 2 spell slots back.
And of course, I never wrote my name in my book, so you can't contact me because I have
No.
entangle.
That's fine.
Um,
I'm pretty sure between the two of us we can hit the like I might, and if there's a way to describe the formation so that I hit one part and she hits the other, or we all hit all of them, we're just gonna go for keeping them in place, and then we'll scram it. It's the fuzz.
And I don't I don't have it fully written out fast enough that I could read them, but between entangle and plant growth. Okay, entangle is probably more appropriate for this, yeah? 'Cause that's actually grabbing people.
yeah, you can do both, although that's a fairly hefty. Like you could do plant growth and then entangle, which is pretty.
Yeah, I've already done plant growth.
Robust.
We've already got that
Mhm.
hanging out anyway,
But-
so
I didn't have to use a
Um,
spell slot for that.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't know that would really help anyway. Entangle is pretty specific in what it
Yeah,
does.
let's entangle this shit. Good call, Grandpa.
So it's gonna
I
be tentacles
entangle.
and vines.
So what are you casting?
I'm gonna cast Everard's Black Tentacles.
Oh, God.
No god.
Do you realize that's gonna do That's gonna potentially like kill them because that does damage to them. On
Well,
I don't know
if
if
you're
I
gonna do
care.
it.
My
You know what?
my
Fuck
family is
the
in danger, and Grandpa does not take kindly to that.
Fuck the police.
You don't particularly know that you're in danger. They just want to talk to some
If he
wizard
goes
wants
into
to talk
that
to you.
keep
But
and he's got homicidal family, I don't know what happens. So
Yeah.
I'm not
Fair.
eager to see that happen. I'll see how Glorpa's spell goes first.
I'm like watching the two of you making significant eye contact, and I'm trying to join in, but I'm a cow, so it's not working very
The
well.
cow's just looking at you real intently.
And
But,
can I multi-send the message, or can I only write to one person at a time? What
You
if I
gotta
like
CC
tie
it.
3 quills together?
you can one at a time. But like if we're not in combat time, it's fine. Like you can send one and then
Creative
another.
solution, though. That's great.
Yeah.
we
Okay.
need like a fantasy Discord.
Yeah. So then I think yeah. So I'll write entangle in 3, 2, 1, and everyone gets the message. But I assume that only Glorpa is going to cast a spell, and then I assume we'll scram because I don't want to kill the guards if we don't have to, but if we have to,
No.
I
If we
can
have
give
to,
him a
we will.
good thump on the head if I need to.
Well, I
Oh. I
just
have a
gently
spell.
plant goddess these
Yeah.
things, and
Mhm.
We do
Glorpa
that gently
casts
first.
entangle then. So what happens is for up to a minute of Glorpa's concentration, grasping weeds and vines sprout all over the place in a 20-foot square, starting from wherever you're placing this square within range, which is 90 feet. So you can definitely place it on these guys. That's not going to be big enough to get all of the guards, but it'll get a lot of them. And that basically makes that area difficult terrain, and also everyone there has to make a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangled plants. Now, I'll also point out that as soon as you cast this, Tromlin will probably get the idea because you also have this spell.
I have another spell I want to cast, actually.
Okay. So I'm
Um,
going to roll saving throws for some of these guards as the plants all over the place are grasping like crazy. And I will roll in groups. Okay, quite a few of the guards are like, as they all immediately, of course, they respond with like, what the hell, as the plants are grabbing them. But several of them immediately start like tearing themselves free or hacking at the plants and pulling their arms and legs out. So let's maybe at that call that the surprise, and then let's roll initiative.
Do we want to stick
So
with
let's
what we
get
had
an
before?
initiative
Because we
roll
all
from
rolled.
everybody here.
This is the new initiative?
Because we just
Yeah,
rolled
new
like
initiative.
that. Okay.
My speed is
De-escalated
+1.
and then we re-escalated.
Re-escalate.
Correct.
Oh, I
That's
am a
what
very
we do.
slow cow.
20 for Ugna.
30-20.
Yep.
11.
Uh-oh.
Lost Randy.
Not 24.
Ooh.
Is
Not
there
one
a
for
way I
Randy.
could convince Glorpa to decow me now, or is that even a thing that we can do?
I
Or
think
am I
so.
just stuck like this for this
I mean,
fight?
I actually
I'm just
don't
gonna let you
think
go.
can. I don't think
Yeah.
that the spell can be
Yeah, that's why
dismissed.
I'm.
I think you're a cow.
I'm
I think
alright. Well,
you're a cow until the duration runs out. I'm just looking to see if it can be dismissed, but I don't think so.
Up to 1 hour.
I made this bed. I've got a
Yeah,
lot
there's
of
no.
This bed of hay.
5e cow
Yeah.
stats. You do get a
Probably not
charge
great.
attack.
No, it's a
Wait.
concentration
attack is
spell, so
great.
yes, it can be dismissed.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Because
Yeah,
if you break
I look over at
concentration,
you,
it
Glorpa,
goes
and I'm
away
like,
anyway.
Oh, no? No?
No cow?
Okay.
all right,
No cow today.
I'm not
That
a
was
cow
fun, though,
anymore.
right?
I
Good to be
really
a
feel
cow.
like I learned a lot about myself. You know?
Let's remember that next
So
time
can
that
I
we
get
have,
those
like,
initiative rolls
a
for
lot of
everybody? What were the
food.
totals? I got a dirty 20 for Ugna.
Yep.
30-20.
What else?
All right.
I got
I
a
added
filthy
9.
19.
Filthy 9, just the
Sounds
most perverted
filthy.
19.
11.
Roll for fetid, 11 for Glorpa. Roll for fetid out on the cows initiative because you won't get to go until Glorpa drops it, so you'll be.
Well, I
limited.
rolled a 4, so whatever the cow's
That'll be a
speed
5.
is,
That'll be a 5.
How's slow?
And Tromlin?
13.
13 for Tromlin. Okay. So, as soon as Glorpa casts this spell, and the entanglement begins, and the guards are like, what the magic? Oh no! One of the where the captain of the guard is going to shout up towards the wall as this is happening, because they're all just sort of going, oh no, what? And he'll just go, wizardry. And then it is Ugna's turn.
All right.
So what would you like to do?
So far, I am holding a cow, who is now turned back into a kobold.
No, it's still a cow.
It's still a cow.
right now.
Turning back has not occurred yet.
Yeah, I'm going to release the cow.
Now you're in trouble.
I let out a triumphant moo.
That is easy to do. You can do other things.
Are
like
there
this
any of the
taking
guards
action.
who have gotten
Letting
loose
go of a
from
cow
this
is a free
entangle?
action.
There are quite a few guards who are not in the area. Like maybe 5 or 6.
I am going to throw them into the weeds.
Yes!
Nice.
Like, I'm going to do the thing where I do, like, the arm bar, and then I just use that as a lever to throw them in there.
You can grab up to 2, like in the formation that they're in, they're not like too convenient, but you have the 2-weapon fighting to
That's
grab
true.
2 of them
That's true.
and huck them both in there.
Yep.
So go for it.
I'm doing it. Here we go. 12 plus 6. 18 to hit.
And are you rolling on your grapple?
I am.
Because I believe it is a better roll.
It is much a better roll.
Because it's athletics, not
Yeah.
not a normal attack.
Yup.
So you actually have a
that's
plus
a
11.
plus 11. So 23.
They are
23 to
grappled.
grapple these dudes.
You got to roll separately.
Oh, right. I will roll
I
again.
think you're going to be okay, though. I rolled a 1 for the second guy.
he throws himself in
Well,
by
yeah,
accident.
Yeah.
after he sees what happens to the
That's
first guy.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat his armor class,
Yeah.
and he's yeah.
No,
So,
don't throw me. I'll just get in.
That's
It's
fine.
So yeah, you absolutely have got these guys grappled, and
I pick them up
you
by
have
the
a
scruff of
second
their neck
attack.
and just kind of chuck them in.
Mhm.
So you immediately do that.
Yep.
So in one round, you grab 2 of them, basically by the scruffs of their neck, and huck them both into the middle of the writhing.
If I can like knock down
vine
some
and
other
grass
companions at the same time, that's even
tentacles.
better.
Yep.
Throw them into
Um,
dudes.
Make me
I
2
will
attack
spend.
rolls
Okay, I was
to
gonna say
throw the 2 guys at 2 other guys.
I will spend my fighter point. What's it called? Come on, brain.
Inspiration.
Your maneuver.
Yeah, my maneuver on this. 24 and dirty
Nice.
20.
Nice.
Keep in mind, I am rolling
Yeah.
low because I get a plus 11 for this.
Yeah, Ugno is just like really looking forward to eating, and it's just not.
Oh,
Not
they
in the
made me
fight.
spill my stew.
Well, like fighting is the next best thing, right?
Right?
So
Drop 2 of your maneuver point.
Yep.
To make each of these attacks a pushing attack,
Yep.
and you have basically just hucked 4 of the 6 of them into the entangling area.
Good.
nice.
You grab 2 of them, throw them into 2 others, and all 4 of them end up like about 15 feet away from the point of impact in the middle of this, or 10 feet away, whatever however much you're aiming for.
Bob Ross
So
was
that
angry.
happens, and Copernicus is next.
Um.
You are currently
So-
hidden in a tunnel.
So where are they? Is there any space between them and Tramlin, or are they like right up on Tramlin?
They're next to. They were having a conversation, so they're in the like a couple feet away.
Okay.
The guard captain.
I think I should roll to see if my Ring of Sorcery is recharged, because that might affect what I do.
Well, it does recharge. I'll roll for you here. It has 1 charge on it right now. It gains 1d3 per day.
Okay.
And it's been a day.
Okay. So I think I'm going. It has been a day indeed. I am going to. I think I'm going to cast Everett's Black Tentacles on the area that Tramlin's in, but keep him safe from it. So if they come after him, they're fuck around and find out basically for them.
Let me double check, because I think if you keep him safe from it, he's totally safe.
Yeah.
But it might be
Or
half
Or
damage.
no. It's actually. I think he just passes the saving throw, so he's not totally safe. I think so. Maybe I.
Yeah.
No,
don't do
but
that.
it depends on what the saving throw does. If it's saved for half, then he's not safe. But if it's just a saving throw, then he's fine. Yeah, he's immune if you can't. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. So then
it's
I'm going
not
to
a
surround
save
him
for
with.
half.
I'm gonna Guardian Angel Tentacles rise up from
Cool.
the infernal abyss below.
So Tromlin, a circle of otherworldly black tentacles rises all around you, and you are surrounded by them. And they are like, they're not harming you; they're ignoring you as they reach out for anything around you.
Can I
The
yell
area
"Scram it" it's the
affected.
fuzz as a free action?
The area affected is going to affect the captain of the guard and the guy next to him, because they are definitely that close to Tromlin.
Is there a place I can drop it so that it
Oh,
doesn't
sure.
affect? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
want them in
you can
it.
put it further behind him so that
Yeah.
he's at the edge of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and if he runs away through it, they have to run through it to get him or waste time going around. That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Yep, for sure.
I'm de-incentivizing them to give chase, and then I'm going to use my remaining, because that's a standard, and I can move.
That's your
still.
standard
Yeah.
action. Yes, that's
Yeah.
your spell action.
So then I'm going to pop out of the hole and yell, "Scram it! It's the fuzz!" and then just like run toward the woods.
And just bolt. Okay. Next would be them. So now more guards are in the entangled area, and more of them are trapped by it. But quite a few guards have been breaking free and are doing their limited movements, because it's a difficult terrain, to sort of like push and cut their way through the plant growth to get to the edge of this area of writhing plants and to where you guys are. They definitely have enough movement to do that, because it's only a 20-foot area. So having their movement, they can still definitely get through that and to where you are. So a bunch of these guards are attempting to grapple everybody. So Ugna, I'll do
Good
this
luck.
first. You have
This is
4
literally my
guards
job.
trying to pile on you and grab a hold.
Bring it.
Your armor class
Is
is
17 without the shield.
17. And you're
Nope.
currently not using the shield because you were
No, I'm barehanded.
yeah, you were grappling people and throwing them. So 3 of them are going to succeed.
Ooh.
Now that just means they've
Yeah,
grabbed
good luck
a hold
on
of
that
you.
strength check, boys.
Yeah, what comes next is going to be harder. So they all grab a hold. So 3 of them are grabbing a hold of you and trying to restrain you. So now you roll your strength athletics to contest them as they attempt.
26. 21.
Now they all have
24.
advantage. So what was your totals?
26, 24, 21.
Okay. So I've got 3 of them to roll. I'm gonna roll each of them with advantage. Nope. Yes.
Oh, strong boy.
Well, one of them was a nat 20.
Oh, that would do it.
And what was your third one?
26, 23, 21.
21. So
Yep.
that's also a yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So 2 of them have got a
No,
good hold
24?
on you.
26, 24, 21. Yeah.
Yeah. So the third one I rolled an 18. He has more than a 3 bonus. The second one got a nat 20 on
Nice.
one of his rolls, and the first one got nothing close to enough on either die. So 2 of them have grappled you, are holding you. Another
there's
one is going to attempt to grab Tromlin. And miss. So, or sorry, not Tromlin. Tromlin's inside the black tentacles. I'll randomize. Copernicus. And still miss
Grab the old
because
man.
I rolled really bad.
He's
So
wily.
someone is like diving at the old man as he runs by and misses.
Not today, pig. When there's a moment, Lar just dropped a sketch and a half.
Oh,
my
I
God.
can show this on stream now.
Yeah.
While you prepare, I'll finish. Go ahead and do
Oh
that, and
my
I'll finish
God.
this.
Oh, that's
Um,
very good.
The next to go is going to be Glorpa, and the first thing that Glorpa is doing is dropping the
Dropping the cow.
shape change. So the cow that was being basically ignored is suddenly going to turn into a kobold.
I wasn't
and
a
then
cow at
Glorpa can do.
all.
Ha-ha. So I got to see this. I'm looking at the stream now. I'm watching.
I think I can. I don't know if this will work. Fingers crossed, everybody. Nope.
Just realized I don't have to wait for the stream. I
Yeah,
can
it's
go
not
look.
working. It's not working.
There's a link in the chat.
There's a
There
link in
we
the
go.
chat. I'm gonna try this again. Maybe it'll work this time. If not, I will switch back.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
It's so good.
Really
It's
good.
so good.
Great job, Lauren.
Nope, still not working. All right, I'm switching this back. With that.
It's so good. I am
Danielle
very,
had
very
just
pleased by this.
respectfully tweeted that she didn't want to interrupt the fight for
And
this.
we're like, no.
And then I was like, oh my God, everyone, there's a dog outside.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even see Copernicus. Just the smile, just terrifying
Yep.
smile.
Floating
Wow.
around there. Excellent.
Angry,
The
frustrated.
only problem with this, the reason we need to work out a way to have this appear on the stream, Alina, is so that people, because people on the YouTube later are going to be like, what
What
drawing?
is this?
I can't see it.
Oh, okay.
True.
I got half, sort of.
Huh?
I maybe got it working. Oh, go to desktop.
I'm not sure how delayed the stream is too, because I was looking at it and I just saw Randy drop and come back in, and I thought that was a while ago.
There it is. I
Yeah.
got it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Our video's all
Enjoy.
screwed up, but there's at least a picture there.
I am like
So-
totally gonna use
That's
this to
so
judge
good.
how far behind the stream is,
Mm.
because I'll just wait for that to happen.
Yep.
I turned off the high lag thing so that it's just however far behind it is how behind it is on my computer. So Glorpa can also do other things. So Glorpa has
I sure can.
dropped concentration, but that's not remotely all of the things you can do.
Yeah, right.
You still get a normal action. That basically cost you nothing.
So I'm not sure where the how many guards are there, did you say? I mean, -2 now, I
I
guess.
said there was
but-
about a dozen total,
Okay.
and 3 of them are trying to grapple Ugna.
Hilarious.
One of them tried to grapple Copernicus and missed. 4 of them just got thrown into the plants by Ugna. There's 8. 2 of them, one of which is the guard captain, have had the tentacles appear right in front of their faces, and have
alarming.
yet to respond exactly to that. I guess I didn't really have them do anything. Probably the one of them was trying to grab Tromlin and got entangled by the tentacles. And then the remaining ones, I was going to say there were 4 of them. So yeah, all the remaining ones are entangled by your plants.
Oh, right on. So there's none that are like hanging out outside of all of that.
There are a total of
Oh my
6 that are
God.
not inside the plants.
Okay. Are they like close to each other?
And of those 6, 3 of them are grappling Ugna.
Hmm.
One of them is entangled by the black tentacles.
Oh,
And
okay.
the only remaining ones are the one that tried to grab Copernicus and missed, and the guard captain who's been shouting up at the wall about
Yeah, the
wizardry.
captain. I haven't used Stinking Cloud yet, and I'd like to use it, even if it's wasted on just the guard captain. But unless he's too close to some of my party,
Yeah, how does that work?
I can
So
pick any
Sneaking
point
Cloud is
within
an
range.
area, but I'm
Yeah.
just double
The
checking.
2-foot radius, or I'm sorry,
It's a-
20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's a
A lot
20-foot
of
radius
space.
sphere, so it's pretty big.
I
I was
think
gonna say I could do it really far
that would hit
behind him,
like
but
all of us basically.
I can
But
pick a point
Except
to
Pernie
anchor
at
it.
this point.
you
Yeah.
could put it in the middle of the plant growth
There we
and
go.
hit all of the ones who are currently entangled in there would
Yeah.
also have this
that's
going
nice.
on, and any further ones thrown in there are unlikely to be able to break out.
There you go. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's just stick a Stinking Cloud right on top of the entanglement.
I will make some saving throws for how many of them are wasting their turns retching. This is also a good place to put it because you're in a ravine, and normally it drifts away on the wind after a certain amount of time, but you're
That
in a
shit's
ravine.
sticking. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. And finally, Fetid.
Okay. So Ugna currently has 2 guards hanging off of her, correct?
Yep.
All right. Everybody else is in the clear, right? Pernie is out of here. Tromlin, what are you doing?
You hot fire genasi.
Mhm.
Nothing. No, I'm
No,
not,
that didn't work.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
Remember?
Didn't work, right. So Tromlin is still Tromlin.
No, I'm a half elf.
Oh, but disguised. Half
Yeah.
elf,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. An aquatic elf.
I'm just
Oh,
waiting my
that's right,
turn.
that's
I'm
right.
just hiding in the middle of these tentacles, waiting for
Mhm,
Fetid to go,
mhm.
then I'll go.
All right, so you're probably not in immediate danger. All right, I think
Sorry,
I
right.
might try.
I skipped Tromlin's turn by accident.
That's fine. I
Oh,
don't
we can
care.
just do that now.
Okay.
No, Fetid, you can go. It's fine.
Was there anything else you wanted to do?
Me?
Yeah.
I was cast sleep.
Nice.
Excellent. So I'll do Fetid and then I'll do that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. It's great.
So go ahead,
that
Fetid.
that wouldn't conflict with what I wanted to do anyway. I don't think. I wanted to try and use Gathered Swarm to bump one of the guys grappling Ugna off, hopefully. So cover him
Sure.
in bugs and make them.
Yeah, I'm just giving him a roll, and he rolled
Mhm.
crap. So
Okay.
100%. So like
Nice.
a bunch of like the creatures that are swarming on you here, which in this ravine is absolutely lots of like midges and mosquitoes and black flies
Mhm.
and stuff, like swarms at him like a fist and sends him staggering backwards into the plants.
Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
say I can move him 15 feet, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
take him and put him in the trash plants with everybody
He is
else.
both grappled and retching from noxious fumes.
Cool.
And then a sleep spell happens, and the remaining 2 fighting Ugna and the one that was trying to grab Copernicus all collapse on the ground in slumber.
Run.
and,
Yep,
and
time
we
to go.
bravely run away.
And then I have
Yep.
one last action for the round, which is that a figure comes flying down from from the wall, literally
Uh-huh.
flying.
Mm-hmm.
And it is it looks like a man in dirty mustard color, like yellowy, but like that dull brown yellow robes, like full on, like feet are covered level robes, with a similar like pointed hat that goes halfway up and then it cocks over to the side,
Rincewind.
in a similar color, and a huge bushy gray beard going down to his belt, and a wooden staff, which has like one branch with some actual like growing leaves on it on one side, and it's kind of peeling. It looks like it's like made of birch. And he flies down, clearly a fly spell for those who are spellcasters. And he goes, "Hold! I am Dangulf, and Dangulf means me."
I don't like Dan.
And that's where we're going to end it.
Fuck this
Dan,
guy.
Dan.
It's Dangulf the wizard. I will
Dan.
let some of you know that you know of this person
Mm.
before we end completely. Dangulf the wizard is the wizard of Mud Hollow. He's the one
Oh.
who runs the little wizard school in
The one that we sent off
the
for.
tower.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And you would guess that he has potentially been the one sent to investigate the murder.
He got here fast.
Mhm.
And well, yeah, because he's a wizard.
Must have
Yeah.
flown.
Yeah.
He magicked himself here quite probably. But yeah, we can pick that up next time. You're in a very good position to potentially like bolt and just get the hell out of here, or stop and talk to the wizard, or whatever you want to do, and
Or
we'll
go to
figure it out
prison
next
Hey,
time.
we're off to see the wizard.
You could be off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard Dangulf the Dun.
Let's see if we can off the wizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No!
So thank you, everyone.
No!
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, there would be no repercussions for that I can think of.
No,
No,
no.
certainly not.
Yeah.
As a bonus home game version of Trash Heroes, put it on mute and just watch Randy's reactions for the whole episode, and then write your own script as to what's happening. It's a lot of
Oh,
fun.
we need some. We need some Randy reaction gifs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, also before we end, Lar did an animated GIF that I retweeted on
What?
Twitter, and it's really it has to be seen to be believed.
What else did Lar do? Not
Oh my
just the
god.
drawing?
Oh my god. I don't think I can show that on
Oh
stream.
my god.
But all of
It's
you,
really not safe for YouTube.
all of you,
or Twitch, for
please
that matter.
go
Oh.
to @lardist on Twitter.
What has he done?
LARTIST. Just
It's
I
what
can't
talk
describe
about
it to you.
earlier.
It's very
No,
good.
It's,
Yeah.
Can we make this one of the reacts in the channel?
oh my god.
No, we cannot.
We might have to put a little censor bar
Demonetized.
Twitch has
over
rules.
it. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I will do. Lar has given us his permission to take some of these drawings he's made, and he sent Alina the high res versions of these to put them. We might put these into the subscriber only Discord, so
Yeah,
you can
Yeah.
peruse
Oh my god,
Lar's
yes.
drawings
Holy
at
crap.
at your whim.
Okay, I
Uh,
can
and
make that an
enjoy.
emote on our Discord channel.
Oh,
Oh,
my god,
God.
yes.
Yes.
Is it actually animated if we put it on the Discord?
Oh yeah, I can make animated
Probably.
GIFs.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not sure to what degree we've been lagging out a whole lot.
Oh, for basically the last half hour. As soon as we hit 6 o'clock, our ISP crapped out. We've been dropping
man.
frames constantly,
Have people been able to follow along at all, or do you think it's been
more or less,
okay? We might have to think about the quality
of our ISP.
versus
Yeah.
streamability.
I've also got a clean copy of this recorded locally, so I'll be dropping it on the YouTube channel tomorrow. People can
Yep.
watch the bits of the stream they missed.
Clean.
Well, and
but
I
with
also
effects.
was
I mean,
I
yeah.
was also thinking of upgrading our internet in the coming week anyway.
Yeah, we're in a shared building,
Um,
so like as soon as people start streaming movies and stuff
Ah.
in the evening, the ISP just can't handle it.
Make-
Yeah.
But I'm told that based on the plan we have, that we can basically get higher priority. So
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you ended the stream yet, or are we still live?
No, we're still live. Hey, everybody.
Okay, so I just want
Hanging
to
out.
say thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us for a amazing episode. And again, those of you who are
Man.
subscribers, if you want to get into the Discord, you either need to contact Alina so that they can add you to the Discord based on your username. You have to let us know what that is on Discord. Or alternatively, you can just sync your Discord to your Twitch account and you'll automatically be added as a subscriber. And if I get a few people in there, I'm going to potentially get some feedback from the subscribers about things that might happen next game.
Like it.
Good.
And for that last poll that went by, don't worry. The results of that poll have already happened. It's just the repercussions have not yet been seen.
Cool. Cool.
Nice. Looking forward to that.
And
Yeah.
And one more time, thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, sorry, shout outs. We should do the shout outs.
Oh yeah, shout out. I know
first of
somebody
all,
who
I
has a
wanna shout
particularly
out-
huge shout out to do tonight.
Yeah, well, first of all, I would like to shout out the Shadow DM, Dan, for all of his help
Dan
on
Golf?
the stream.
Not-
and for
yeah, not
being
Dan
our,
Golf.
Dan Golf.
our moderator.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, Dan is
Thank
not
you.
Dan Galf the wizard. And then is there anything that anybody would like to call out of your projects? I know there's one big one.
We all look at
It's pretty
Peter.
active.
Yep.
I'm doing a
we-
Kickstarter. It's for a deck of world building prompts, and it's called Deck of Worlds. And you can go to deckofworlds.com, and then that'll take you to the Kickstarter page.
It has been doing amazing.
It
It's
looks
doing-
so awesome.
It's so good. It looks so well produced.
I'm pretty jazzed about it. And I was gonna see if I might be able to do a demo of it on the Q&A on Friday or something.
Yeah, I hadn't
That'd be
decided if
cool.
I was going to do another Q&A because we don't have to do them every other week now because we're already affiliate status. But I would love to do to take that slot to do something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be fun.
That
Yeah.
would be a good time to do things like if we ever just want to hang out,
Yeah, exactly.
as opposed to do the
Swear at each
game
other.
specifically.
Oh, I want to do some
Yep.
drawings. I'm gonna do some Trash Heroes drawings finally.
That'll be fun.
So
do that
let's
during the stream.
potentially just plan for next. We'll maybe get on and talk about it.
Yeah.
After the stream about when to do it, but Friday night, if that's plausible, could be the slot.
Mhm.
Cool. I will shout out my
Anyone else
Wednesday
wanna-
stream. It's at twitch.tv/something5e. It's called Something Wicked, and it is a horror comedy podcast. So there's lots of spooky ghouls, and I am playing a lich who's sort of accidentally a lich. It's really fun. Come check it out. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. PST.
Anybody else?
I draw comics. Somethingpositive.net. Go read it.
I bought
Feel
a
free
funny
to
URL
take
a while
screen
ago.
grabs of my face from
Oh,
this
you have a new one?
episode and turn them into memes.
I have so many I don't even remember my most recent purchase. What was it?
How many URLs do you even have?
Oh, I have so many. I have so many. Oh, slime.tube. That's the most
good.
recent one I bought.
Good.
Aw.
Ooh,
Nice.
that is a good one.
Oh, I forgot I own Chewbacca.porn. I need to use
And also
that
the domain name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
and the domain. And Burger King got sex.
Randy died.
Top
Randy's
of Randy's
dead
head
now.
right there.
Yes.
I think that's
We've
Randy's
We've
dead
killed
now.
Randy for the
I think
second
we
time
killed him.
tonight.
Yep.
Way of sharing Chewbacca porn.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. I think then we'll call her quits,
On
and
that high
we'll
note.
make an
Chewbacca?
announcement.
Cubes Baka instead, or
We'll make a. I need to see I need an updated list, Jeff, of your
I know.
URLs,
I have so many.
so that I can continue to drop ones in as NPCs randomly.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
think
seeing the stream now, like the overlays there, but all of our
We're all
portraits are
black.
gone.
I don't know what that's
Yeah.
about.
This is the point where you were trying to put in Lara's picture. It's just caught up
Oh
to that.
God,
one.
that's
Oh
really
my
far
God.
That's
back.
how lagged it is.
Holy
Wow,
crap.
Jeez.
All right, well,
Well,
let's.
I've been kind of keeping an eye out on the side. Yeah, we need to
we need to
sort
fix
this out
this,
for
yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to pull the
Let's
trigger
sort
on
that
the.
out.
I'm going to pull the trigger on the increased bandwidth because.
Yeah, and I'm gonna crank back our quality. I had us at high quality. I'm gonna jump it back to just like we were at normal quality before, but I think there's one in between. So I'll try
Ah.
that. Should I put up the end screen? Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
Yeah,
See
everybody.
you later.
good.